Harmon and Matt, a huge game today.
Bob, it doesn't get any bigger than this. Two teams, B South, Manasquan undefeated coming into today, Lacey with one loss. Neither one of them can afford a loss today if you look to the B South Championship or for state playoffs, too.
Vic Caboo, a heck of a coach at Manasquan. What a job he does with the program, year in and year out.
Well, he's got state championships in the 1990 season, 91 and 93, and it seems like every year Manasquan in the top 10 of the Shore. They're always in the state playoffs. He does a great job with the kids that he has.
Offensive leader for Manasquan, the quarterback, the senior, number 10, Jax Lanfried. He does it all. What an athlete.
He is he's a great two-way player on the offensive side of the ball. Usually when you say two-way, you think offense and defense, but Lanfried gets it done, both running the ball and throwing it. He is a very versatile player. He's just a great asset for the Manasquan offense.
Defensively, Brian Terry, the senior defensive end for Manasquan, has to have a big game today.
Well, Terry will be counted on today. He's one of the defensive ends for Manasquan, and that is where Lacey likes to run that ball around the end with Greg Elias. Terry will have to shut that down and really contain Elias, wait for his teammates to come and help out.
Lacey coach Lou Versillo, in his 17th year as the head coach over at Lacey, does a terrific job with his program. This is really a must game for Lacey.
Well, it is a must win because they already have one loss, as we just mentioned, and for them to get into that state playoff picture, you can't really afford more than one loss. Coach Versillo always, just like Coach Caboo, has his team over the top 10 every single season.
And, of course, offensively, Lacey loves to run the football, and they have a guy by the name of Greg Elias who loves to run the football.
Well, the people down at Lacey know the name Elias. He comes into this game, the number 2 rusher in the Shore, averages close to 7 yards a carry. He's got close to 600 yards on the season. He does the job on the offensive side.
Anchoring the defensive line and the offensive line for Lacey, one of the top players at the Shore, big number 70, Chris Natoli.
Well, keep an eye on Chris Natoli. He's going to the University of Iowa next year, and he makes it go on both sides of the line for the Lacey Lions. He's a big guy, and it'll be tough for Manasquan to try to slow him down.
Okay, one of the biggest games at the Shore this weekend. It's Lacey invading the home of the Big Blue Warriors of Manasquan. Should be fun. Stay with us. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the kickoff right after this.
Our world is rich in cultural diversity.
Tremendous high school football game. Lacey Lions take on the Manasquan Big Blue Warriors. Bob Lampinen and Matt Harmon with you. And Matt, just a beautiful afternoon for football here at Manasquan High School. We love coming down to Manasquan, as you can see that the referee Zampella's out there. It's going to be a Lacey football to begin things here, but just such a great, quaint, small-town atmosphere here in Manasquan. This is what high school football is all about.
Yeah, and the people here at Manasquan so supportive of what Coach Caboo and his coaching staff do for the Manasquan program. The fans are usually here to pack things in, and also all the way around the outside of the football field. So great support here, and they have a lot to cheer about because Manasquan usually one of the best teams at the Shore Conference.
No doubt about it. The Lacey Lions, the visiting team, looking to rebound from a tough loss last year down at Lacey. Manasquan defeated Lacey. The final play of the game, a touchdown pass thrown by the quarterback Lanfried of Manasquan. That game propelled Manasquan to the conference championship, assured them a spot in the, didn't assure them at that point in time, but eventually assured them a spot into the state playoffs. Lacey had a great year under Coach Lou Versillo right there, and unfortunately that loss really did a job on Lacey's championship designs last year. They lost one game. They didn't win the conference. They didn't get into the states, but Lou Versillo and Lacey had a great year last year, and once again having another super year.
Well, Bob, as we said in the open, Lacey can ill afford another loss here. They're already 2-1 on the season, and 2 losses would be tough for them to come back for, not only in the conference but also in the state playoff picture, and that's something that Coach Versillo is certainly keeping his eye on. I would keep an eye on the first drive for both teams. Look for Lacey to try to pound Manasquan a little bit bigger, and size-wise, Manasquan probably a little bit quicker all around, but it should be a great game.
All right, so Manasquan kicks it off. Lanfried with the kick back deep for Lacey. It's taken down there by number 22, Greg Elias, and Elias fights his way out and gets stacked up. And the Lacey Lions will take over 1st and 10. And there you can see the offense for Lacey. Toner's the quarterback. Greg Elias is the halfback. Berrios at fullback. Marquise, Fisher, and Carney, the receivers. In the back, for up front, that is Granado is the center. Robertson, Norton, the guards, and the tackles, Pfluger and Chris Natoli. The quarterback right there, number 6 for the Lacey Lions, is Jim Toner. Toner comes into the game. and throws long right away, and there's a flag on the play as Lacey wastes no time at all. The pass intended for Marquise, and I think we've got an interference call against Manasquan.
And keep an eye on right there, number 1, Marquise. He is the Shore's leading receiver coming into this weekend's play. 14 receptions for 186 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and Lacey trying to open things up and extend that Manasquan defense early.
Toner, the 21st rated quarterback at the Shore, coming into the game, 20 out of 41 for 2 touchdowns with 4 interceptions, picked up 274 yards. So it's defensively Higgins, Kenny, Larkin at the linebackers, Murphy, Mikesell, the cornerback, safeties, Koenig and Murphy. Burns, Klein, Terry. And right away back to action, right up the middle, great trap blocking and pulling forward for another first down was number 22, Elias. So the interference call gave him 1 first down. For Manasquan, Burns and Klein the tackles, Terry and Kelly at the defensive ends.
That's what Lacey will try to do, run up in between the tackle gaps, give the ball to Greg Elias. Elias coming in with close to 600 yards on the season. He's the main guy in the backfield for the Lacey Lions.
So it's 1st and 10 for Lacey. 2 first downs on 2 plays. The fake to Elias. Toner rolls, throws, and the pass is complete to number 40. Hector Berrios coming out of the backfield is the fullback.
And there's Hector Berrios Jr. Plays that fullback spot. Does a lot of blocking in the backfield for Elias. Lions right there using him coming out for a quick flat route. Good throw by Toner. Nice gain by Berrios.
So right away, Lacey showing a versatile offense. We know that Elias can hammer it. He's a terrific runner. And Jim Toner, the quarterback, not afraid to put it up in the air. So we've got 2nd and about 5. They give in the backfield to Elias, and he's taken down. And the play made by number 73 from Manasquan. Terrific defensive play by Donnie Klein.
And Dodd Klein busting through the line there, got a good read, and took down Elias for a loss on the play.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 6. Take another look at it here.
There you see Elias gets it on the counter play that Lacey, well, that's actually the play before, to Berrios. Got out of the backfield for a nice gain.
Making that tackle on the play was number 33 from Manasquan, Jeff Higgins. So it's 3rd and 6. Lacey with the first drive of the football game, no score with 10:03 remaining in the first quarter. Toner barks his signals, drops, the deep drop, looking to maybe set up the screen. And the pass complete. Berrios somehow got past one defender and got it right down, close to a first down.
That's a great individual effort there by Berrios right around the sideline. It looked like Manasquan had that play bottled up. Somehow he made a move and tiptoed down the sideline for what could be a first down for Lacey.
And it was enough for the first. So they were 3rd and 6, and they set up the screen. And a terrific individual effort by Berrios. And the Lacey Lions on the move. Manasquan at 2-0 on the season. Lacey at 2-1 so far this year. As we said, this is a key game in the conference. And the handoff to Elias, and Elias follows his blockers for a short pickup of about 2.
Elias carries the ball for a 2-yard gain.
So a pickup of 2, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 8. The ball on the 36-yard line of Manasquan. Berrios and Elias in the backfield. The fake to Elias. Toner rolls, looks, fires, and the pass intercepted by Manasquan. And taken down, number 12 coming up for the interception for the Big Blue, Mike Murphy. And Murphy with the interception, the first turnover of the game.
Flag's down on the play.
It's going
to be against Lacey, so that play will be declined. There was a procedure penalty over here on the close side. The receiver moved before the ball was snapped, so Manasquan will maintain possession. Great play there by Murphy. Stepped right in front of that pass and got a nice gain back the other way for Manasquan. That's what the Big Blue need, is a quick start to this game.
So Mike Murphy forces the turnover. Lacey was moving the football. And as you know, a game like this, turnovers are going to be so important. So Manasquan takes over, 1st and 10. And let's see, they have it at their own, well, we'll call it the 46. Lamfried, the quarterback. Long count. Lamfried fakes, rolls, and throws in motion, and the pass complete and knocked out of bounds is number 33 for the Big Blue of Manasquan, Jeff Higgins. Manasquan offense, Lamfried the quarterback, the fullback is Kelly, and the tailback Timmy Murphy. Wide receivers Mike Sellen Morgan and Jeff Higgins, the tight end. The center is Burns, the guards Terry and Klein, and Kelly and Nagaski. Up front is the tackles.
Nice way to open up their offensive series by Manasquan. Same play that Lacey used just before, getting their fullback out into the flat.
Well, Jax Lamfried just does it all as a quarterback. He's a terrific athlete, great high school basketball player also, terrific baseball player. Out of the shotgun is Lamfried. Inside handoff and a short pickup that time for Manasquan. And on the carry was Pete Arlakis. Defensively for Lacey, the linebackers, Wright, Carney, Berrios, the cornerback, Riley, the free safety, Greg Elias, and Mike Maloney at strong side safety. The nose tackles, Roberts and Pergavie, and the ends, Natoli Sansevier, along with Johnny Wayner. So that's how Lacey sets it up defensively. It's a second down and about 8 for Manasquan as they're moving the football after the interception. Lamfried again out of the shotgun. The fake, Lamfried under trouble. He is sacked. Knocked down for a loss of about 3 on the play. And the ball back to the Lacey 39-yard line.
And the guy we highlighted in the open, Chris Natoli, number 70, getting that sack, 6'5", 255. Biggest guy on that defensive line for Lacey. He'll make things go on either side of the ball. Manasquan must keep an eye on number 70.
So this will bring up a 3rd and 11 for Lamfried and the Manasquan Big Blue. As we said, it's at the Lacey 39-yard line. Tim Murphy is the tailback. That fullback is Kelly. Lamfried fakes under trouble, manages to elude one tackle, and a nice pickup right there on the quarterback keeper. Lamfried picked up about 4, but he'll be well short of the first down. But Matt, you saw his athletic ability there. It looked like they had a shot at him in the backfield.
Well, that's what Lamfried does so well, is if he rolls out, that's a run-pass option for Lamfried. And if he doesn't see anything down the field, he'll tuck it and run. And more times than not, he'll be able to pick up positive yardage.
So 4th and 6 is the situation for Manasquan at the Lacey 34-yard line. And the Big Blue, they're going to go for it. 4th and 6, first quarter. Lamfried, the quarterback. Lamfried, the option, pitches out wide to Tim Murphy, and Murphy unable to turn the corner, and the Lacey defense smothers him, and Lacey will take over. 1st and 10 going the other way.
Now that's the way to defense the option if you're the Lacey Lions. String that play out, wait for people to flow from the backside, and then not give any cutback room for Murphy. Didn't have anything to run to, just headed for the sideline, tried to turn it up. But the Lions were there waiting for him.
So Tim Murphy shut down, and Murphy stays out there defensively. So Lacey has it for their second series. They moved the football their first series and then turned it over as Murphy intercepted with 8:47 left in the first quarter. And now Manasquan stops the action with a timeout with 6 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter and no score. So Matt finished last year at 9-1 and lost to Long Branch in the Group 2 states. But right now, Toner hands it off to Elias, and straight ahead power football right there. And you can see the offensive line of Lacey just moving the Big Blue Warrior blue shirts backwards, and a good pickup right there by Elias.
Well, that's trademark Lacey football right there. Just straight ahead, come right at you, try to blow the other team off the line of scrimmage. Elias will get a lot of carries today as Lacey will try to wear down the Big Blue defense.
Lou Versillo right there in his 17th year at Lacey, also a head coach at Red Bank. But he's been down at Lacey since the school has opened, and a real stability or stabilizing influence on the program. The pass complete right there from Toner to number 1. That was Jeff Marquise, his favorite receiver for a short pickup.
Marquis right at that flag, ran a good pattern, about a 5-yard stop, and picks up another first down for Lacey. So they continue to move the chains here early on in the first quarter.
Both teams strong offensive programs. Manasquan comes into the game as the number 9 ranked offensive team, and Lacey at number 10. Manasquan averaging 310 yards a game total offense, and Lacey at 308, so very close in terms of total yards. Third first down by Lacey, and the pitch back to Elias. He picks his way through, finds an opening, breaks free down the sideline, picks up enough for the first down. A great run right there by Elias.
But you saw Greg Elias get to the outside. Manasquan able to let Elias turn the corner. And the thing that really made that play go was Elias waiting for it to develop. He didn't turn up too quick. He let his lineman get out in front of him, and then he was able to pick and choose his hole where he wanted to go. Let's see if we can get another look at it here. Toner under center, the quarterback for the Lions. Just a simple pitch out route there. You see the hesitation and the cutback. And then Elias is off to the races, pickup of about 15.
Out of the eye, it's Lacey. And the pass complete to Marquise. And Marquise, picks up about, we'll call it 6 or 7 on that one. The quick pass again from Toner to Marquise. And it'll be second down. And they'll call it 2nd and 1, so a pickup of about 9. Marquise with the reception. Here's Toner, pitches back, and again Elias, and this time Elias pulled down from behind. A short pickup. In on the defensive stop that time was number 70, Ian Kelly for Manasquan.
I don't think Elias got enough for the first down there. That's a tough play to run, that pitch out to the short side of the field. You don't give your running back much room to kind of pick where he wants to go. It's basically just to get the ball, turn upfield, and get what you can. Lacey, though, still in good position here. 3rd down and about 1.
3rd and 1.
4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Vic Capu right there. Capu in his 13th year here at Manasquan. And the handoff to Elias. Elias bowls his way forward, enough for the first down.
Greg Elias carries.
Nice pickup by Elias. Last year, it was Manasquan 17-14 over Lacey. As we mentioned earlier, I think Lamfried with a touchdown pass the last play of the football game to give Manasquan that crucial victory. 1st and 10 for Lacey as they're moving on the big blue of Manasquan. Here's Toner. His pass incomplete, a flag on the play.
Pass ball is incomplete.
So the pass intended for number 82, Fisher, and that pass incomplete. Motion against Lacey. So I'm sure that's going to march them back 5. So they'll count it off. So a motion penalty against the Lions moves the ball back to the Manasquan 37-yard line and brings up a 1st and 15 for Lou Versillo's Lacey Lions. He sends the play in with Marquise. Jim Toner last year, 45 out of 85 for 555 yards. That was last year. This year his team off to a 2-1 start. And Toner fakes a beautiful play action. The pass complete, no, incomplete to Marquise. Looked like he had it. Beautiful ball fake by the quarterback Toner. Marquise was open and couldn't hold on to the football.
Nice pattern run by Marquise as he had his man beat right there, number 17, Ryan Maxell. A perfect strike down the field by Toner. Just couldn't hold on to it. Was Marquise. He comes off the sideline very upset at himself. Now he'll run back in with the play, but Lacey able to get down the field a couple times on the Manasquan secondary.
And defending on the play was number 17, Ryan Maxell, and he is a good one. It was right there, but it looked like a completed pass, and it was just dropped. Now the handoff to Elias. Picks his way through, accelerates, and then picks up about 4. You got to like that running style. Well, take a look first at the replay right here on the pass.
He's got him beat right there. Maxell able to just get back into the play and actually knock it away with that left hand just as he came down, swatted it out. So a nice defensive play there.
He did. That was a great play. I thought momentarily that Marquise had made the catch, and Mike Sell, you're right. You can see it on the replay. Just reached around with the left hand. That's a tough play. Did not commit the interference and knocked it away. A huge play. Brings up a 3rd and 9. Toner fakes, rolls right, looking to the end zone. Instead, throws it out to his fullback. Berrios barrels his way in for the touchdown. Again, some great quarterbacking by Toner. Faked it, looked deep, and then found his fullback, and it's a touchdown for Lacey.
And that was all set up by the offensive line by Lacey. Toner with plenty of time as he got that little roll out to the right side. Berrios ran a flat pattern right out of the backfield, came through, able to catch it and then go the distance, about a 26-yard catch for the score.
So Lacey looking for the extra point. Riley's kick is up, and Riley's kick is good, and Lacey first on the scoreboard. 2:47 to play in the first quarter. The Lions 7 and the Manasquan Big Blue Warriors nothing. So we'll call it a 26-yarder from Toner to Berrios coming out of the backfield, and that looks like a good play for them. We saw Berrios come out with sure hands earlier in the first quarter.
Well, let's see if we can get another look at it here. You see Berrios, the man right through the backfield there. He'll just run right through. Someone should hit him, but nobody does. It leaves him open on the sideline. The Manasquan player a little bit late, makes a good effort there to try to get it. Berrios gets it, turns the corner, and is able to punch through, makes a nice move there and into the end zone.
Well, you could tell Berrios is a fullback as he finished that one, lowered the shoulder, knew that that corner of the end zone was nearby, and just got in there for 6 big points. So 7-0, Lacey on top of Manasquan. And the Lions will be kicking it off. That's the story, 7-0, a beautiful afternoon, and kicking it off for Lacey will be Willie Riley. And for Manasquan, back deep, Koenig, make that Mike Sell, Morgan, and Kelly. And here's the kick. And the kick fielded by Mike Sell, looking for some room. He's not going to find any, and he's taken down immediately. Good hit by number 31. Mike Maloney making a defensive stop for the Lacey Lions.
Great coverage by Mike Maloney. He's the strong safety for Lacey as well. He'll stay out there now, but he charged down there and didn't give Mike Sell any room to run. And that can charge up your team right off the touchdowns. Well, that's what you want to do, pin the other team down deep in their own territory. Manasquan not with great field position here to start.
And that ball looks like it's sitting on about the 14-yard line. 2:43 left in the first. Lacey on top 7-0. Lamfried the quarterback. And Lamfried hands it off and stopped immediately. Good play by the defense was Tim Murphy. Murphy the tailback for a gain of maybe a yard, less than a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd and better than 9 to go.
Well, it'll be tough for Manasquan to run right inside of that Lacey defense. That's where they're the strongest. Hector Berrios, who just scored that last touchdown, the middle linebacker for Lacey, likes to set the tone for the defense.
Lamfried only 6 out of 15 coming into the game. Of course, Manasquan has already had their off week, so they're 2-0. And here's Lamfried. He rolls, looks under some pressure. Nobody there, and he's swamped by Lacey. Berrios in on the sack.
Well, we just mentioned him. Berrios likes to make plays for that Lacey defense, and he was probably responsible for Lamfried to that middle linebacker spot. The rollout went to the left side. Berrios read it perfectly, decided to come up and make the hit, and Lamfried unable to escape. There you see Berrios in the middle linebacker spot. He will roll with Lamfried as this play develops. Number 40, he'll appear in your picture right about here, comes up, makes the tackle, and Lamfried goes down for the sack.
Manasquan now has it all the way back on their own 6-yard line, 3rd and 17. Lacey showing blitz. They may be sending everyone here. Long count by Lamfried. He drops back, throws long, and the pass incomplete. Intended for number 11, Lance Koenig, and Manasquan will have to kick it away from their own 6-yard line.
This is dangerous territory if you're a punter, Bob, because that ball will be probably snapped right back down to the goal line. Maybe Lacey thinking about making a rush here and putting some pressure on the punter for the Big Blue.
Well, either way, Lacey should get good field position. They may send everyone now. Single deep back is Marquise. Koenig is the kicker. Lance Koenig. The punt may have been partially blocked. It was tipped. And down right there, Lacey will get great field position as Koenig's kick from deep in the end zone was tipped.
His number 32, Bob, came from the left side. Lou Tamarchio came right off his left end spot. Nobody blocked him from Manasquan. He was able to get right in on the punter and deflect that ball away. Lacey would have gotten great field position to start. Now they get even better field position. They're inside the 30-yard line. You see the guy lined up right on the left-hand side. He will charge right in. Nobody blocks him and makes the deflection right there. Great play by Lou Tamarchio.
And now Lacey has it. Toner rolls, puts it under his shoulder, and then unleashes the pass, complete to number 44, Sean Carney. Carney, 5'10", 210-pound senior, a fullback and a tight end, made the catch right there. Boy, look at the size of him. That's a big dude, is Carney.
First down, Lacey.
And that's enough for the first down, and Lacey really driving here.
Carney 5'10", 210, so that's a big guy for a tight end. That play set up, though, as Toner rolled out to the left side. Looked like he was going to run, and then brought it back on, cocked the arm, and threw a nice strike.
Joe Manger, number 5, splits wide to the right. The give to Elias. Elias rolling off of people, still moving forward, and finally taken down. But again, Elias picking up so much of that yardage on his own.
He just keeps those legs moving. He's got some good teachers in the family. Keith Elias, assistant coach for Lacey, played at Princeton and also for the New York Giants. His brother Greg up at Monmouth University on the football team up there. So running back in the family heritage, and Greg Elias, no slouch in the backfield himself.
Good bloodlines, as they say. Always wonder who they are when you hear that expression, but somebody says it. But Elias is a good one. And they give it to Elias again. And Elias falls forward. The whistle had already blown, so that is not a fumble. But Elias gets down close to the goal line.
Not a fumble, but it will be a first down.
It's enough for the first down, so.
Elias carries the ball to the 1-yard line.
And I believe we have a timeout on the field. It'll be a goal from the 1. Toner's the quarterback. It's a quarterback sneak. He piles forward, breaks the plane of the goal line. Touchdown, Lacey Lions. Toner on the QB sneak.
Yeah, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Just give me the ball and let me get into the end zone. Toner just putting his head down, able to sneak in there for 6 more for the Lions. Lacey off to a great start. He'll get another look at it. Toner right under center, good close-up of him. He'll get it right over the right side, follows his lineman into the end zone. Only needed about 2 feet, but he got even more than that. Nice job by Lacey.
And now the extra point, and that is blocked. So that will be no good, and a big play by Manasquan right there. Manasquan keeps it at 13-0. Lacey with the lead. And you never know. A lot of times when those things happen, people don't get too upset. You're up 13-0, but as you know, Matt, so many times late in the game, it comes back to haunt you.
Yeah, there's still plenty of football left. Manasquan not off to a great start, but they have people on their field that can strike very quickly. Lanfried, one of them. He'll make plays happen for this team. Lacey, I'm sure feeling pretty good about their chances right now, but still 3 quarters of football left to be played.
Well, let's see the block here.
Looks like it comes right from the middle of the field. One of the players from the middle of Manasquan's defensive front able.
And here's the kick. Mike Sell on the run, tries to go down the sideline. breaks free. A good return right there by number 17, Ryan Mikesell, and Matty caught it on the run, and that's always such a big advantage. He got past one guy and not a bad return at all.
Special teams sometimes a part of the game that gets overlooked. Mikesell trying to fire up his big blue team, and that nice return right there gives Manasquan pretty good field position. They'll start about their own 39-yard line. Need to get something going here right now, though. Need to put together a nice drive and keep their defense off the field.
Well, so far the Lacey defense has done a good job containing the quarterback Lanfried. Let's see if Vic Caboo tries to get Lanfried in motion a little bit here. As Manasquan has the ball, they trail it by 13, and there's the give right there to number 31, the fullback Larry Kelly. And Kelly hit by a host of defensive linemen for Lacey, and a pickup of less than one.
Larry Kelly, just a sophomore for this Manasquan team, and anytime you can have a sophomore in your starting rotation, especially at a school like Manasquan, you know he must be a special player. Larry Kelly off to a good start here. Pretty nice gain there, only a yard or two, but pounding away in the middle of that Lacey defense.
Here's Jax Lanfried, the quarterback. 6 out of 15 this year for 1 touchdown and 135 yards throwing the football. But he's dangerous when they spring him out on the run. And this time, the whistles will nullify that play. Evidently, Manasquan in motion. Well, wait and see. Offsides will be the call against Lacey. So once again, I try to referee, and it gets me in trouble. Referee Zampel right there giving us the signal. 5-yard pickup for Manasquan, and they'll have it second down in about 4. Lou Versillo across the way.
Got that trademark Notre Dame hat on that he seems to always wear to every game.
And Vic Caboo for Manasquan right there. 2 of the top coaches at the Shore. A lot of respect between the 2 programs here, Lacey and Manasquan. Manasquan operating out of the eye. And there's the handoff, and a pickup of about 3 that time. Good offensive blocking that time for number 31, the fullback Larry Kelly, and a nice pickup.
Now that'll set up an option a little bit later on. Lanfried continued to go down the line with Tim Murphy. But a nice pickup by Kelly as Manasquan gets a 3rd and 1 here, and they could really use this first down.
Big play here, 3rd and 1 from their own 48. They have to get just across the 49 to pick up the first down. Lanfried has the play from the sideline as the clock runs, showing 10:20 left in the first half. Split out wide is Carl Morgan for Manasquan. Lanfried option down the line. He keeps it enough for the first down, and a pickup of about 3 there, 3 or 4, and a good piece of running there by Lanfried. It was an option down the line of scrimmage, and he saw the opening and got the first down.
Well, Lanfried did exactly what he should do. He found the first opening, turned up, and did what he had to do to get the first down. Here you see it here. Set up off the last play. Kelly with the lead option, gets a good block on the end there. There's Lanfried, finds it, cuts back, takes a shot, but gets the first down.
So 1st and 10. Ball on the 49 of Lacey. Manasquan trailing it by 13. 13-0, the Lions on top. Here's Lanfried. And that time, the give to Tim Murphy. Murphy, the tailback, and he actually tripped over one of his own linemen. And a loss on the play.
Well, that was set up by one of the defensive linemen for Lacey. Got in and kind of submerged one of the offensive players for Manasquan. And Murphy not able to get around to the outside. Had some running room in front of him, but got tripped up in the backfield.
May have been Chris Nagoski that he tripped over on the left side. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11. Lanfried with the fake, under trouble. Somehow got away, completes the pass. And that'll be enough for the first down and much more, as Elias has to make the tackle as he knocks down number 31, the fullback Larry Kelly, out of the backfield. And right there, vintage Lanfried on the move.
Well, you saw a great athletic move by Jax Lanfried getting to the right side. A lot of pressure coming from right in front. Lacey able to break through. Lanfried slipping past the defense and able to let a pass go to Kelly. You get another look at it here. Fake counter play. Lanfried rolls back to the right, makes a great move there. And Kelly does the rest, gets up and gets some nice yardage.
And now Manasquan with the handoff, and a pickup of a couple on that one as they were 1st and 10. And that'll bring up a 2nd down play. Murphy on the carry. So 2nd and 8. Manasquan trying to draw within 6. They trail it right now 13-0. Murphy, the lone setback. Lamfried, long count, fakes to Murphy, throws across the middle, the pass complete, and enough for the 1st down. Lance Koenig with the reception.
Lance Koenig right there ran a great pattern, beat his man off the line of scrimmage, and then ran an inside route in between where the linebackers were dropping off and before the safeties could come up and get him. Good pickup for Manasquan as they move the chains now.
Here's another look. The 165-pound junior Koenig will make the catch.
Koenig is should be on the left-hand side of your screen. You see him break off the line there. Good pass delivered by Lamfried, and a 1st down for the Big Blue.
King and Murphy in the eye for Manasquan. 1st and 10. And the handoff, and picking his way forward, was Timmy Murphy. And let's see where they're going to spot it. Looks like the ball placed right down on about the 10-yard line, just short of the 10, and that'll bring up a 2nd and about 8 yards with 7:10 to play in the 1st half.
Manasquan putting together a nice drive here. Been on the field for about 5 minutes, keeping their defense off the field and trying to wear down the Lacey defense.
Mike Sell split wide to the right, Morgan wide to the left. Murphy, the lone setback. And there's the give to Murphy. Murphy looking for some running room, and there's nothing there, and he's taken down, and that may be a slight loss on the play. And he got back just to the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of a couple of inches. They place it on the 10-yard line. So right now, a big play here at 3rd and 8. And you know Vic Caboo is going to certainly try to come out of this with 7 points on the scoreboard. But if they don't make it here, tough decision whether you go for the 6 or pick up the 3 from there. Caboo may just go for the 3.
I would imagine that they put the ball in the hands of Lamfried here.
There's the quick toss. They're not going to have to worry about it, though. That's a touchdown for Manasquan, so that made the decision easy. You complete the pass to Mike Sell, and he took care of the rest. Lamfried to Mike Sell, and Manasquan gets on the scoreboard.
That's exactly what Manasquan needed. A nice drive after Lacey drove down the field on him. Lamfried with just a 1-step drop found Mike Sell swinging out of his receiver spot and able to get in there about a 10-yard reception for Ryan Mike Sell. Touchdown for the Big Blue.
So Lamfried, the quarterback, is also the place kicker. He'll look for the extra point. The pass is fumbled, or the snap is fumbled. Still up, the pass into the end zone, knocked down, and they stop the extra point with a lot of excitement right there. Great work by number 12, Mike Murphy, to pick up the botched snap. Somehow got away from pressure and threw it into the end zone, but Lacey stops it, and the score right now with 6:07 to play in the 1st half. Lacey 13 and Manasquan 6.
There you go, 1-step drop right to the left side. Mike Sell swinging from his receiver spot, got a good pick play there from the outside receiver, and he's able to make a nice move there and just break the pylon into the end zone. 6 for the Big Blue.
Ball gives Central all they could handle on TV 34. Here's a low squibber and picked up by Lacey. And on the run is number 36, Justin Vizicay. And Vizicay taken down by Russ Repka. And Lacey takes over 1st and 10 with 6 minutes to play in the half.
I look for Lacey to go back to what they were doing in that last drive, just try to pound the interior line of Manasquan and keep that defense on the field, try to control the time of possession as much as they can. 6 minutes left here in this 2nd quarter, and I'm sure Lacey would like to use the remaining time here in the 1st half.
Here's Toner, quick pitch out to Elias. Elias looks for room, hurdles his own man, breaks free into the safety, breaks free. He's going all the way. Elias is wide open, and I don't see any flags down. And that's a touchdown, Lacey. Greg Elias.
About a 61-yarder.
A 61-yard.
I'm sorry, 71 yards, we should say. That play started right at their own 29.
So Greg Elias electrifies the Lacey faithful, and Elias responds to the Manasquan touchdown. A 71-yard run from scrimmage to make the score 19-6. An official calls timeout just prior to the extra point snap.
Bob, forget about what I just said about trying to control the clock. Lacey will take that, a 71-yard scamper by Greg Elias. Nice piece of running again, waited for things to develop along the right side. Waited, made his break, and then cut back to the left, and he had clear sailing from there.
Well, nothing fancy about it. It was just a quick pitch back to Elias and some good blocking. Once he broke into the secondary, made a great diagonal cut to the middle of the field and cruised in. Here's the extra point attempt. It is up. And it is wide to the right, no good. So Lacey misses their second PAT. And with 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Lacey leads at 19-6 over Manasquan. Manasquan, there you can see Keith Elias in your picture. We mentioned Keith, Greg's brother, former New York Giant, an All-American at Princeton University, and still hoping to hook on in the NBA or in the NFL, in the NBA. Still trying to hook on into the NFL, but back at his high school helping out the Lacey Lions and doing a great job. And I guess you can't learn more from a guy like that. Great experience, and he's in shape. Look at that young man.
What an asset he would be to any coaching staff at the Shore Conference. Lacey happy to have him, I'm sure. Lou Versillo, what a better guy to teach some of your younger players how to play the game of football than Keith Elias.
Just a tremendous work ethic, went on to Princeton, had a great career, and no one thought he'd make it in the NFL. Fought his way onto the roster of the Giants. Had some knee surgery problems, which really cost him, I think, his position on the Giants. And hopefully we'll be seeing Mr. Elias picked up and wearing an NFL uniform soon. But right now it's 19-6. Lacey on top of Manasquan. And there's the kick. Willie Riley. And he kicks that one out of bounds. So let's see what Manasquan wants to do with it. I doubt that they'll have them re-kick. They're going to take it. Well, let's take a look at the touchdown by Elias here. A simple pitch out, and he goes 71 yards or so.
You go right to the right-hand side. There you see letting him get things developed. Follows his point guard, number 55. Then there's the cutback. And then he makes a nice move right there, and he's off to the races. Nobody even in the picture for Manasquan. Easy run for Greg Elias.
Made a couple of good moves to get through, but the key to that, just that quick cut to the middle, kind of against the grain, and able to cruise in from there. So 19-6, Lacey has it. The lead, that is, Manasquan with the football. Lamfried drops back, looks, throws across the middle, and the pass intended for number 17 for Manasquan, Ryan Mikesell, and the pass just a little bit off the mark for an incompletion.
Manasquan not sitting back on their heels. They're going right back after it, trying to get another quick score on the board. Had Mikesell over the middle of the field. Lanfried with the fake there to Murphy, just a straight drop back. It's a nice ball go. Has a step on him, but just a little bit out ahead.
5 minutes and 39 seconds left to play in the first half from Warrior Field in Manasquan. Lamfried out of the shotgun. Lamfried, quarterback draw, and a good pickup by Lamfried as he's been able to fight his way up for a pickup of about 6 on the play.
And that's what you like to do. Just give the ball to Jackson Lanfried and let him do what he can with it. The quarterback draw there found some nice running room around the right side. Picked up about 7 yards.
And the ball on the 42-yard line of Manasquan. They'll have it 3rd and 3. This time Lamfried, now he's going to back out. They'll go back with the shotgun. Murphy in the backfield with him. Here's Lamfrey. This time he rolls. Tough throw against his body. The pass incomplete. And let's say that one intended for number 18, Carl Morgan. And Riley defending on the play. A tough pass for Lamfrey, thrown across his body on the move.
Usually with a right-handed cornerback, a right-handed quarterback, I should say, you want to roll him out to the right side. Manasquan went to the left that time. Thought maybe they could work something with Morgan along the sideline. Tough pass, didn't work out. 3 and out for the Big Blue. Lacey will get it right back.
So Manasquan to kick it away. Lance Koenig, the punter. And that one almost blocked. He just got off a good punt over the head of Marquise. Marquise fields it, though, and taken down right away. First in on the hit.
Off their blocks very well. They need to try to contain him as much as they can.
Here's Toner. Toner with the inside handoff to Elias, and Elias fights his way up, gets up to about the 15. And here's the kickoff return. Watch the coverage by Manasquan. Marquise actually may have taken a big chance even fielding this one.
Here you see Walker, number 28, will come into your screen right there. Makes a nice open field tackle. Tripped up Marquise, and Lacey pinned deep back in their own territory.
Larry Kelly, the second blue shirt in the picture, to finish him off. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for Lacey. The big situation right here, as we said, for Manasquan. They need to stop to get back in this one.
You don't want to give Lacey another score before halftime. You'd love to be able to get the ball back and take another crack at the end zone.
And this time they hand it off to Elias, and the defensive line of Manasquan makes the stop. No gain on the play. Coming up defensively for Manasquan that time, Mike Murphy coming up from his linebacker, cornerback position, along with the defensive line of Manasquan, Terry, Burns, Klein, and Kelly. But that's the story. 19-6, a good first half of high school football. Both teams really hitting each other. But so far, Lacey showing a little more balance offensively. And of course, the huge play of Greg Elias, the big running back. Elias already breaking one for 71 yards and a touchdown. Fumble, and picked up by the fullback Berrios, and it turns into a gain for the Lacey Lions.
Well, that's a tough play. Manasquan, if they could have came away with that turnover, would have been in great shape to be able to punch one in before halftime. You see the handoff goes to Berrios. Never really had it right there. Manasquan able to break through, punch it out. Berrios doing a nice job, though, of trying to get a yard or two before being stopped.
So Lacey has to kick it away, and a spiraling kick takes a Lacey bounce across midfield, across the 45, and it'll be blown dead at about the 40, well, we'll call it the 43, Middletown North. Manasquan sends a man in motion to the right. Lamfrey cuts back to the inside, gets across midfield, and dives down to about the 47-yard line, close to the first down, but it'll be 2nd down and short for Manasquan.
That's a tough play to defend for Lacey. Manasquan doing a good job right there of pinning in number 44, Sean Kearney, who's one of the outside linebackers for the Lions. Got him turned inside, and Lanford able to turn the corner, pick up some nice yards, about 1 yard short of the first down.
Koenig brought the play in. Murphy and Kelly in the backfield. Lamfried the quarterback. Lamfried puts it under his arm, picks up the first down, gets across the 45 down close to the 40-yard line. And I think you're going to see more of that. Lamfried right and Lamfried left.
Well, that's what... No, both of these teams will not be afraid to go after one another. Manasquan, though, needs to answer the call here before halftime.
Koenig is in motion. Murphy and Kelly in the eye. And that ball carried by Lamfried. He's able to fall forward. A little miscommunication on the snap. It ends up a slight gain for Manasquan. So they pick up about 2 on the play. And that brings up a 2nd and 8. Again, Koenig in motion. Lamfried fakes the pass, rolls to his right, looks across the middle for Koenig, and Koenig makes a great catch. Marquise was right there defending on the play, and Lance Koenig went up with glue on his hands. First down, Manasquan. The clock is stopped as they reset the chains with 55 seconds to play in the half.
Now Lamfried already has the play called.
And Lamfried spikes the football to stop the clock at 48 seconds. And then hustles over to get the play. Now we'll take a look at that reception by number 11, Koenig.
Koenig just does a great job here. Lamfried, there you see the little guy under center. Rolls out to the right side, gets good protection. Look at the lane that he has to throw through. And then Koenig climbing the ladder right over the top of Marquise, makes a great reception, gets some good yards after the play. And Manasquan in business here.
48 seconds to play in the half. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Manasquan trailing at 19-6. Lamfried, the quarterback, looks into the end zone, fires in wide open for the touchdown. Manasquan is number 17, Ryan Mikesell. Mikesell was wide open in the right corner, and Lamfried threw a strike from the 6-yard line.
Well, a perfectly executed drive by Manasquan here to get them back into contention in this first half. Mikesell with his 2nd touchdown reception of the game. Had one for 10 yards and that one for 6. Ran a nice pattern right into the corner of the end zone. Lacey a little bit late with their secondary coverage, coming over to shut that play down.
So that touchdown with 43 seconds showing on the scoreboard makes it 19-13. Lamfried will attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, and that makes it 19-13. I knew that kick was going to be good all along. So 43 seconds to play. There's a flag down.
Flag down, and the referee blowing the Manasquan team back onto the field.
So let's see. So let's see. It looks like the extra point will stand, and the score 19-13. As that first extra point by Manasquan was no good, and the second one is put through. And the Big Blue Warriors have come back once again. Now, the last time they came back, Elias immediately responded against Vic Caboot's club and went for 71 yards. So obviously Manasquan defense has to rise up right here. Lou Versillo's club would love to break one more, but what a great first half. A lot of action already.
Well, you can't ask for much better of a first half in high school football here in the Shore Conference. Two of the best teams going at one another. Manasquan just wants to keep Lacey off the board here to end the half and go in on a high night right after that last drive.
So the penalty against Lacey assessed on the kickoff. So with 43 seconds to play, Manasquan will kick it off from their own 45, make that from their own 45-yard line. Lamfried will kick it. An onside kick. It's got to go 10 and recovered. Let's see who gets it. First down, Manasquan. They pull off the onside kick with 43 seconds to play. Plenty of time to get back on the scoreboard. Vic Caboot pulling out all the stops right here.
That's the genius of Vic Caboot. Not many people have the guts to call that play. Looked like number 20, Tony Smith, a reserve running back, was able to come away with that one. A great call there by Coach Caboot and his staff.
Koenig is split wide to the left in the slot. Single setback is Murphy, and Koenig, again, the little quarterback draw, barrels his way forward for a pickup of about 4. The clock continues to run, and there's the whistle to stop it. Timeout Manasquan with 35 seconds to play in the half.
Timeout Manasquan. Ladies and gentlemen, That onside kick was picked up by...
So Lanfried went with that little quarterback draw and picked up about 4 on the play. What Manasquan's trying to do there, Matt, is they're splitting 3 guys wide, trying to open up a little bit the defense of Lacey. Of course, Lanfried, you have to be so worried about him going wide, and he takes 1 step back and then looks for the opening up the middle, and he's almost broken that a couple of times.
Lanfried with a great field of vision, knows exactly what he wants to do when he gets that ball in his hand, and he's quick enough to make adjustments on the fly. If he sees something else open up, he'll cut back to it, trying to get up there into some positive yardage. Lanfried really trying to lead this team back into contention in this B-South matchup.
Lacey leads at 19-13. And one big stat on the scoreboard, Lacey 1 out of 3 on their extra point attempts. And that's why they lead it only by 6 here. Here's Lanfried with 35 seconds left in the half. Lanfried drops, sets up the screen, and that pass off the mark intended for number 33, Jeff. Kelly and Murphy in the backfield. Morgan split wide to the left. Lanfried fakes under pressure, breaks up the middle, gets past about 5 different guys, a couple of great moves, and all the way down to almost the 10-yard line. And the clock is stopped with 20 seconds.
Manasquan will probably look to spike it here, then call a couple plays.
And whistles blow, flags go flying. And that one's going to go against Manasquan, judging by the reaction of Lanfried. And that'll back it up 5 yards. Illegal procedure against the Big Blue. Referee Zampel right there lets us know.
It's illegal procedure against Manasquan. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Throws out to about the 5, intercepted by number 1, Marquise, and Lacey takes over with 1 second showing on the scoreboard.
The Manasquan gave it a crack here. They got the ball back with about 40 seconds left, and Marquise able to make a play for his team. And it's been a great back and forth half here. These teams really going at one another.
1 second to play. Lacey has it, 1st and 10. They place it down at the Manasquan 10-yard line. So this will be the final play of the half. Let's see if Toner takes a knee. And indeed he does. So they head into the locker room in a terrific first half of football action with Lacey on top by 6. They lead it 19-13. And this certainly delivering all the goods, just as we expected. One of the top games at the Shore this week.
To Mike Zell, it should be a great second half here of football.
Riley's kick. And again, it goes out of bounds. So Manasquan will get first possession here in the second half. Trailing it 19-13. Lacey missing 2 extra points. Manasquan missing 1 in the first half for Lacey. It was Toner to Belios, a 26-yard touchdown pass, and then Riley with the point after. Then Toner on a 1-yard sneak, and Elias broke a 71-yard scamper, and that extra point was no good, as Lanfried will bark signals. First play of the second half right here. And the handoff, and a good pickup for Manasquan on their first play from scrimmage. And they pick up about 4 on the play. Timmy Murphy on the carry. In that first half for Manasquan, Mike Sell, a 10-yard reception from Lanfried with 6:17 to play in the second quarter. The point after was no good, and then it was Mike Sell again on a 6-yard TD reception, and that extra point was good to make it 19-13 at the end of the half. Manasquan has it now, 2nd down and 5 to go. Mike Sell in motion. Lanfried moves down the line, the pitch out on the option, and he delivered it just in time as he pitched it to Murphy, and Lanfried running the option nicely there.
A touchdown reception stay for Manasquan.
And Manasquan can ill afford to lose Mike Sell, as he's done a great job at the wideout position. 2nd and 3. Lamfried fakes the pitch, then pitches it out, and falling down was number 23, Tim Murphy. And a nice job by the Lacey defense to stack that one up. And Manasquan will have to kick it away as they lost about 2 on the play.
Well, Lacey that time defends the option perfectly. They had a 2-on-2 situation out here. They had one man taking care of Lamfried, the quarterback. The other guy was responsible for the tailback. It was number 31, Mike Maloney, making that tackle on the play. Good piece of defense there by Lacey.
And Manasquan calls timeout. Is Marquise for Lacey. High snap. Coney gets it off, kind of shanks it off the side of his foot, and it bounces out of bounds at about the 30-yard line of Lacey. So the Lions take over 1st and 10 with pretty good field position. 1990, 91, and 93. And they expect to get to the state playoffs every year. Here's the pitch to Elias. Elias again accelerates up the sideline and almost broke it, knocked out of bounds at the 50. The same play that went for the 71-yard touchdown. And again, you saw Elias right in front of us, Matt, pick his way and all of a sudden blow through the little hole and accelerated for another big pickup.
Yeah, that same play, that little pitch play out to the right side. And I'll tell you, what makes that play so successful for Lacey is they pull their backside guard, who was number 55, and that is Joe Roberts. And they also had their quarterback out there. Toner got it out in front of Elias, threw a key block for him, able to spring him down the right sideline.
So Lacey picks up the 1st down. They have it 1st and 10, the ball at about the 48-yard line. And again, Elias just wiggles his way through, picks his holes, stays behind his blockers, and accelerates for a pickup of 6.
Greg Elias, not a big guy, 5'8", 160, able to hide behind some of those bigger offensive linemen and really just kind of pick and choose where he wants to go. Keeps his feet moving at all times, and that is key for anyone if they want to be a successful running back. Got to keep the legs driving, make someone bring you down.
Ball sits squarely on the 45-yard line of Manasquan. Toner, the quick toss outside, complete to number 82, Brian Fisher with the reception. And that'll be enough for the 1st down. So Toner with the quick pass completes it to Fisher. Another look.
Here you see Toner will drop back out here. A 3-step drop. Gets a quick pass off to Fisher, beating Mike Zell, who's back into the game and able to get up for a nice pickup, 1st down for Lacey.
So another 1st down for the Lions. Toner gives it to Elias, and Elias falls forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice play inside that time for Manasquan. Number 72, John Burns, beat his block. He was matched up with number 55, Roberts. Burns came in, didn't make the tackle, but was able to slow Elias down before Klein came in and make the stop.
Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Lions. And here's Elias. And Elias bounces off a couple of tacklers, falls backwards, and finally taken down. In on the stop for Manasquan was number 34, Pat Kenny, the sophomore linebacker.
Here you get another look at that last play. Watch Toner get out in front of Elias and make a block on number 70. Right there, makes the block, lays him out. Then Elias tries to do his best to get back, gets hit there, stays on his feet. One of those plays where you hate to fault the guy for his effort, but he probably would have been better off just going down and taking a short loss rather than a bigger one.
Well, so often he bounces off of people and then spins away for big yardage, so you certainly don't mind it from a guy like Elias. Here's Toner running for his life, gets the pass off, and it's blocked, and that falls incomplete out of bounds. So a good job by the Manasquan defense, and that'll bring up a 4th and long for the Lacey Lions. And let's see what Coach Versillo wants to do. Normally inside enemy territory with 4th down. A lot of high school coaches on 4th down like to go for the 1st down rather than punt it away.
Well, there's no reason to punt it away when you're inside of your 40-yard line. You're not going to gain that much field possession, so you might as well take a crack at it. There's Vic Caboo waiting to see what his team does, screaming out some last-minute instructions to his defense.
Big play right here. 4th and 9 for Lacey. Toner, the quarterback. He drops back, looking for Fisher. He's not there. Takes off the other way, has plenty of time. Now he's looking, now running out of time, and finally sacked by number 57, Brian Terry. The linebacker steps up to make the stop. The bands from Manasquan and the elementary schools did a great job. 1st and 10 for Manasquan. Here's Lamfrey. He drops back. A timing pattern. Lofts it high and out of bounds. The pass intended for number 18, Carl Morgan.
Play got broken up that time by Willie Riley. The cornerback on this side was matched up with Morgan, number 18. It was a timing play, Bob, as Lamfrey just drops straight back and lets the ball go. But Riley tied up Morgan at the line of scrimmage, and it threw the timing off. 3-step drop, lets it fly. You don't see it there in your picture. It started right at the play. Riley able to jam Morgan off the line and keep him from running underneath that pass.
2nd and 10 for Manasquan. They trail at 19-13 with 7:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Murphy and Kelly in the backfield. There's the handoff. Big hole up the middle is number 23, Tim Murphy. The offensive line of Manasquan with great blocking on that play.
Lacey looked a little bit disorganized in that defensive set right there. They had a couple guys open here on the side closest to us, the left side of the offense.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Natoli, number 70, back on for Lacey. Big number 70, as we mentioned in the open. 6'5", 255 pounds. It's Chris Natoli. Takes up a lot of room in that defensive line. Here's the handoff, and again they go up the middle, and I think that's just short of the 1st down. The ball carried by Tim Murphy.
That's going to be one of those plays that's dependent on the spot.
And they're going to measure. So an official's timeout as they'll bring out the chains to measure this one. Very close. But the clock shows 6:53 to play in the 3rd quarter, 19-13. And, you know, before the season began, one of the big question marks for Manasquan and Coach Vic Caboo was, could the receiver core of Luke Sinkhorn and Leo Storch, who did such a great job last year, be replaced? And the pressure was on Murphy and Mike Sell and Carl Morgan. And obviously, you can see by this football game, they have certainly filled the hole up nicely. They're doing a good job in terms of pass receptions.
And they've done a great job here today and throughout the season.
4th down, it was just short. And they're going to kick it away. And Koenig, a short kick, the reception by Marquise. He breaks out toward the sideline and wrestled to the ground by number 32 of Manasquan. Russ Repka makes a stop after the punt. So Vic Caboo right at midfield, not about to take a chance here in the 3rd quarter on 4th and short. Outside. Gets out across the 30-yard line, across the 35. And let's see where they spot it. They put it down at about the 36-yard line.
For a 7-yard gain.
So Elias with another pickup. As we said, in the 1st half, Elias was 17 carries for 130 yards in the 71-yard touchdown run. So Greg Elias doing the job at running back. Toner, a solid quarterback for Lacey. It's 2nd and 3. The handoff to Elias. Elias, some great moves to break inside and then finally smothered in on the tackle for Manasquan, number 23, Timmy Murphy. Murphy the safety, but that's enough for the 1st down. So Elias picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Must be frustrating for the Manasquan defense. It seems like they have Elias bottled up almost every play, and then he makes that one move right before he's about to get tackled and is able to get ahead for an extra couple yards.
Well, you said it earlier, Manasquan has to improve upon their tackling technique, but that's easier said than done with a guy like Elias. 1st and 10. Toner hands it off again to Elias, and again he's able to break through, and what looked like nothing turned into a pickup of almost 5.
Elias just going straight ahead behind his guard, number 55, Joe Roberts, who's playing a great game today for this Lacey offensive line. He's a senior, 6'1", 255, another big guy up front for that Lacey offense.
Ian Kelly in on a tackle. Take another look.
There you see Roberts driving his man off the line of scrimmage, and then Elias does the rest. Gets that first initial contact, able to squeeze free from it.
He's so patient, Matt. He's able to just hesitate to wait for the hole to open. Here's the fake to Elias, and then the pass. They swing it out to the fullback, Berrios. And Berrios steps out of bounds across the 45-yard line into Manasquan territory. And so tough with a guy like Elias. You have to key on him. It's some good play action that time, as Toner faked the handoff to Elias, and Berrios swung out behind him, out to the right side to make the reception. Enough for the first down.
You go run, 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 run to Elias. Sooner or later, somebody's going to be open for a pass. That time it was Berrios getting out into the flat from the backfield.
Clock shows 4 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lacey leading it over Manasquan, 19-13. First and 10. Here's Toner. Fakes again to Elias. This time under pressure. And that pass intercepted. Toner's pass intercepted by number 33, Jeff Higgins. It looked like it was going to be blocked, and Higgins just snared it and somehow held on to it. A huge play by the Manasquan defense.
Great job by Jeff Higgins right there. The senior, number 33, went up, looked like to deflect it, and he just wound up kind of swallowing that ball in. Went to the ground with it. Manasquan gets a big turnover here as Lacey was putting together a nice drive. Toner rolls out, gets a good block there to stay free. He's looking for Elias, and there goes Higgins up top.
Terrific presence of mind. Most guys, Matt, automatically think just to swat that down. At the last second, he readjusted and said, hey, I can catch this thing, and held on to it. Here's a quick toss out to the right side. This is going to be a big gainer. Breaking free down the right sideline. And just knocked out of bounds was number 17 from Manasquan, Ryan Mikesell. The quick toss from Lamprey down to the right flank, and Mikesell exploded down the sideline.
Bob, that's the same play that Manasquan used for their second touchdown right before the end of the half. Just a quick one-step drop. Mikesell starts in the inside position. Morgan there, 18, gets a good block downfield. Mikesell gets upfield with a nice gain for Manasquan.
So it'll be first and 10 from the Lacey 35-yard line. Lanfried drops back, hands it off, and moving forward for a pickup of about 3 is Tim Murphy.
Tim Murphy carries for a 3-yard gain.
So Murphy picks up 3 on the draw play. It'll be 2nd and 7 with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. The ball sitting on the Lacey 33-yard line. Vic Caboose Club trying to battle back. They trail at 19-13 in what has just been a terrific game. Manasquan runs out of the eye with Murphy and Kelly. Long count by Lamfried. The fake, and Lamfried rolls right, looks to throw. And big play right here for Manasquan. Lamfried with the pitch, the reverse. Number 17, Mikesell. He's got enough for the first down and more, and knocked out of bounds on the reverse. Great call by Manasquan. Enough for the first down, and he carries down to the 5-yard line of the Lacey Lions.
Bob, I'll tell you what makes this game so interesting is not only the players on the field, but the matchup between the two coaches. I'm sure Coach Caboo was waiting to use this play at just the right time, and that was it. Mikesell goes right around number 4, who's Mike Wright, and he's off to the races right there. He's having a huge game today, number 17, Ryan Mikesell.
Manasquan, the 9th-ranked offense at the Shore, and the Lacey defense currently at the number 19th position defensively. They need a big defensive stop, does Lacey. And right there, Murphy is tackled as he falls forward. And that brings it down to about the 7-yard line. So it's 2nd and goal for Manasquan with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lou Versillo, the head coach of the Lacey Lions in his 17th year at Lacey. And that's the object of everyone's attention right there. 2nd and goal from the 7. Here's Lamfried. Lamfried fakes, rolls right, looks to the end zone. The catch is made. Touchdown, Manasquan. The catch made by Ryan Moxell. Another TD reception and a great toss by Lamfried. The 7-yard touchdown pass, Lamfried to Moxell.
Well, that ties things up at 19, and for the second time in a row, the Lacey coaching staff yelling out to their players right at the last second to make an adjustment. It looked like they didn't. Mike Sell just ran a route to the flag, and Lamfried delivered another strike. Manasquan put 6 more on the board.
All 3 touchdowns caught by Mike Sell. 19-19, the extra point attempt is up. And it is good. Manasquan takes the lead by the score of 20-19. We talked in the beginning of the football game, Matt, about the extra points and so forth, and you've got 2 evenly matched teams. Manasquan has missed 1, and Lacey has missed 2, and that's just enough to give Manasquan the 1-point lead.
Well, that's a difference in the ball game, but a nice play call. We'll see it right here. Lamfried will drop back. Manasquan has 2 receivers out to the outside. Morgan breaks inside. Mike Sell breaks outside. And there you see no help out in the corner for Lacey. And a touchdown for the Big Blue.
Mike Sell made the reception. And with number 32, Mike Maloney. Check that, DiMarcio. Back deep, but the catch made by Elias. Elias looking to break free, and they slam him down at about the 24-yard line. We'll call it the 25. So Lacey takes it 1st and 10 from their own 25, trailing it by 1. Here's the handoff to Elias. Elias spins away. And a pickup there of about, well, we'll call it 3.5 to 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Elias carries for 3 yards.
Just had shots of both coaches, Matt Cabu and of course Lou Versillo. You've got to be impressed with the composure of both guys. Veteran coaches, a lot of confidence in their staffs. They let their staffs do the coaching and their kids do their playing, and we're seeing a great one here today. Toner fakes, has to drop back, still looking. And the pass complete. Good piece of quarterbacking, and nice reception that time as Willie Riley made the reception, enough for the 1st down.
Well, Willie Riley that time saw Toner in trouble and adjusted his route, came back into the middle of the field where he saw an opening. Toner delivered a nice pass to him, and Lacey gets the 1st down.
So it's now the Lacey Lions' turn to try to battle back as they trail it by 1. Both teams with a lot of tradition. And there's no quit in either club, so I think this one's going to go all the way down to the wire. Manasquan on top by 1. The quick toss to Elias, waiting, looking, trying to find some room, and this time unable to turn the corner and knocked out of bounds for a small pickup.
Only a gain of about 2 that time by Elias. Manasquan, the defensive front, doing a nice job of stringing that play out, not giving Elias any room to turn the corner. Running backs and the great running backs let things develop and come to them.
Little problem on the handoff that time, almost bobbled, and Elias was taken down for another short pickup, and this will bring up a 3rd and long for Lacey. 3rd, and we'll call it 6 yards.
To the line of scrimmage, tackled by Bob Smith. 3rd and 7.
It's a big play here for the Lacey offense. See what Coach Versillo comes up with, and he'll take a timeout here, and that's probably a smart call. I don't think he was really sure what he wanted to run.
Football, an important part of the community here in Manasquan. Here's Toner as he drops back under pressure, and his pass incomplete. Pressure applied that time by Timmy Murphy as he was coming all the way, and Toner had to unload it.
One of the few times that Manasquan has shown the blitz today, and they picked an opportune time to do it. Murphy came in and nobody blocked him. He actually tackled Elias and knocked him back into Toner, who had to then make not a great throw. He had a man open downfield, but a good defensive set there by the Big Blue.
Big play there. It was 4th and long for Lacey. They burned the timeout and they come up empty. Now they have to punt it away. And there's the punt by Morrow. And again, it takes a Lacey bounce and bounces out of bounds right in front of Lamfried.
So one of the split ends.
Manasquan from their own 19, they hand it off to the fullback, Larry Kelly. And Kelly, a short gain of maybe 1. Now Manasquan with the lead, and the clock winding down to 10 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. You know how Vic Caboo likes to play it with the lead. Of course, a 1-point lead is not comfortable at all, but they'll try to grind it out if possible.
And in the Shore, Manasquan 2-0. Number 5 in the Shore. Neither one of them can really afford a loss at this point in the season.
Well, both teams will do battle for the B-South Conference Division Championship. There's the handoff. And the carry that time by Kelly. Both teams battle for that B-South Championship, but probably more importantly to most teams nowadays is that qualification for the NJSIA state playoffs. And that's always tough. Lacey with 1 loss can ill afford a loss here today.
It's 3rd and 2.
So it's 3rd down and about 2 for Manasquan, leading it by 1 with 11:25 to play in the football game. Murphy, the lone setback. Now they're in the eye. Lamfried breaks out across the right side, stumbles his way forward to the 45-yard line, a 1st down, and a great run by Lamfried, the quarterback.
Now, big players always seem to come up at big times, and Lamfried knows that his team needs to continue this drive, and he's doing a lot of this work just by himself. He's getting good blocking up front, but it's the move after the play. Here you see the option down the line. Lamfried never even thinks about making the pitch, goes right by Marquise, number 1, makes a great individual move right there. And if he could have stayed on his feet, I think he would have gone the distance. But a nice pickup nonetheless. Manasquan trying to move into Lacey territory.
He still showed great balance as he was way off balance, stumbled for an extra 10-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for Manasquan. They have it at their own 46-yard line. Lamfried drops back on 1st down and throws deep, and the pass caught right there for a 1st down. The reception to Carl Morgan, and so much for what I said, that Manasquan would keep it on the ground. Vic Caboo showing that he is not conservative at all.
That's the same timing pattern we saw before that didn't work for Manasquan. This time it did work because Willie Riley, the cornerback for Lacey, unable to jam Morgan at the line. He was able to run free down the sideline, and a perfect pass delivered by Lamfried. Big plays here from Manasquan, the story in the 2nd half.
Morgan with a great reception, and it gives Manasquan the 1st down. Here's Lamfried. He hands it off to his fullback, Larry Kelly, who rumbles his way forward.
Larry Kelly carries for a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd and 8.
And that ball, well, trying to see where it's sitting. What's the yard line there?
Looks like it's on the 20, Bob.
About the 20-yard line. Got to tell those guys across the way to get out of the way so we can see the yard marker. So 2nd and 7 from the Lacey 20. Lamfried fakes, rolls to his right. Looking into the end zone, the pass too long and incomplete. Intended for Mike Sell, and they went to the well once too often on that one.
Well,
Murphy, the single back. Here's the quick toss out to the right side. And the pass is complete, caught by number 17, Mike Sell.
Pass is complete to Ryan Mike
Short of the
Sell.
1st down. So the clock continues to run with 9:20 to play.
Okay, 6-yard
And that'll bring up a
gain.
4th down. 4th and about 2.
we get another look at that last play. Lamfried again, much more comfortable when he goes to his right. A nice pass over there to Mike Sell, who's had an outstanding game today. This is probably 4-down territory.
And And no more timeouts remaining for Manasquan. Let's see here, Lamfried, a big play here. Lamfried barking signals. 4th and 2, and the long count, and it looks like Lacey moved. Let's see what the referees say. And no. Offsides against Lacey. And number 17 may have jumped. Check that, number 77, Dan Norton, may have been the guy to jump for the Lacey Lions. And that's a huge mistake right there. Give credit to Vic Caboo. They went with the long count and they pick up the first down. Lamfried, hands off and no gain at all, no room for the big fella, Timmy Murphy. And that'll bring up a 2nd down play.
Manasquan, we just said that before, not with much success in the middle of that interior line today, running against the heart of the Lacey defense. I look for the Big Blue to just continue to try to get that ball out of the corner, let Lamfried threaten it. That's been their best play, that option play with Murphy rolling out to the right or the left with Lamfried having the ball in his hands.
Lou Versillo's Club of Lacey needs a big defensive play right here. 2nd and goal from the 9. Lamfried rolls out, gets a big block there, throws to the end zone. The pass is picked up by Lacey. Up the right sideline and still on his feet and breaking away is number 31, Mike Maloney. Maloney caught from behind. A huge interception by Maloney.
Mike Maloney has played a great game today. The strong safety for the Lions had that responsibility out into the flat, made a big play, able to step right in front of the pass by Lamfried. One of the few bad mistakes by Lamfried today. You see him rolling to the left side this time, gets pressure here, gets away from it, lets it fly kind of off balance, and he stepped right in front of the pass. It looked like it was going to number 86, Bob Smith. And Maloney off to the races down the sideline. A big gain and a big play for Lacey.
A huge play by Maloney, but how about the play of number 23 of Manasquan, Tim Murphy, to catch him from behind. It looked like he was headed all the way. Here's a handoff to Elias, and Elias stopped for no gain. The lead, 2nd and 10, they trail it by 1. They hand it off to the money man, Elias, and Elias barreling forward. And that'll bring up a 3rd down situation. In motion is Manger. The pitch back to Elias. Elias looking for his blockers, cuts around the corner, moves down the sideline. Koenig got a hand on him, and he's just knocked out of bounds. A great run by Elias. And again, the toss to Elias, waited for his blockers, and accelerated right down the sideline. It'll bring up a 1st and goal situation for Lacey.
Here we get another look at it. Toner will get out ahead of the play. There's Roberts, 55, making the block. He's got his fullback out. He takes out Lamfried, and Elias just follows Toner, number 6. He doesn't make a block, but he slows down the defense. And then Koenig able to drag Elias out of bounds. Another big play for number 22.
1st and goal from the 4-yard line. They hand it off to Elias. Elias falls forward. Lacey trails it by 1 with 6 minutes to play. Quarterback sneak, Toner pulls his way forward. Touchdown, Lacey. The quarterback sneak. Jim Toner took it in from the 2, and Lacey has come back to retake the lead.
2nd touchdown run for Toner. Both quarterback sneaks down by the goal line. The front 5 for Lacey able to get that initial push off the snap of the ball. And this extra point now looms large for Lacey. Looks like the Lions may go for 2 here. Try to give them a 7-point advantage.
A look at the touchdown right here.
You see Toner, he'll get it, go straight up, right off his center. Manasquan 1 step slow off the ball. Lacey able to punch it in.
And of course the big play, the interception by Maloney. Going for 2, here's Toner rolling right. Throws back in the end zone, incomplete. And Lacey holds on to the lead at 25-20, but punches it across to take the 5-point lead, and there's the kick by Willie Riley. And the reception and the return by number 18, Carl Morgan. Not much of a return there, and Manasquan takes over. 1st and 10. First and 10 for Manasquan. Out of the shotgun, the handoff to number 23 for Manasquan, Tim Murphy, and not much room at all there. A short pickup of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tim Murphy carries for a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
5:30 to play. Keep in mind that Manasquan is out of timeouts. They burned one early on a punt situation, and then they took their 3rd one when they had a 4th down and 2. They managed to force the penalty to go 1st and 10, and then they turned it over on the interception. Lacey has 2 timeouts to play. And the pass complete outside to number 17, Mike Zell, and he is immediately knocked out of bounds. 9 and 1, a winning tradition here at Manasquan. Lacey, their record almost identical. They're both used to success, and that time the handoff went to Murphy for no gain. Clock continues to run. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Lacey on top, 25-20. 2nd and 9. The ball just short of the 25 of Manasquan. Lacey content to let that clock run. Manasquan out of timeouts. Lamfried. Twin receivers split out to the left. Lamfried cutting across the pass intended for Koenig. He was open, the pass a little bit high, and Lance Koenig could not hold on to it. Situation right here for Manasquan. Here's Lamfried. On the run, the pass intended for Koenig. Complete, a 1st down Manasquan. So Koenig dropped the pass before. They came right back to him. And number 11, the junior receiver, comes up big with good hands on that one.
Nice play by Koenig. Saw Lamfried get out to the left side of the field. Had him in a little trouble, and he did what every good receiver does. You got to come back to help your quarterback. There you see Lamfried again, good protection, get some pressure there late. And there you see Koenig coming back to the football and giving Lamfried a nice target.
Mike Maloney defending on the play, so a big 1st down for Manasquan. The pump pass over the top and just incomplete as Ryan Mikesell almost made the catch. A little pump fake by Lamfried, froze the defender. Mikesell got behind his defender, and the pass just out of reach. 4:05 to play, 2nd and 10 for Manasquan. In motion is Mikesell. Here's Lamfried, moves down the line of scrimmage. The pitch outside, and turning the corner, number 23, Murphy on the option. And Murphy with a good pickup there. Again, Lamfried running the offense to perfection.
Yeah.
For all of us, here's Lamfried. Long count, fakes, throws. Deep, the man is open, but the pass thrown a little short, but is the catch made? How are they going to rule it? Complete pass. What a catch by Morgan. Unbelievable. It looked like it was going to fall short. Morgan came back and just got his hands under it to cradle it. They rule it a complete pass. Let's take a look.
Well, we'll see if we can see exactly where that ball fell. And you see Lamfried lets this one fly. Morgan running down the field, one-on-one coverage. Good coverage there by Riley.
Woo!
And that's as close as it gets right there, Bob.
Wow. 2 officials on the play. They had both angles covered, and they ruled a complete pass. Looked to me like he came back and just got his hands underneath. It was a question whether or not it grazed the ground or not. They ruled a complete pass. 1st and 10 for Manasquan. 3:20 to play. Lamfried hands it off. And the fullback barrels forward. And Kelly Gets out up to about the 5-yard line.
Kelly carries for a 5-yard gain.
Clock just about to go under 3 minutes. So you get another, we'll get a look at this last play. And you see right into the eyes of the quarterback. Lanford gives to Kelly. Good blocking up front. And a nice piece of running there by Kelly, able to get free for a couple.
Kelly always falls forward. 2nd and goal from the 5. Lanford barking out the signals, moves down the line of scrimmage, and this time brought down from behind. The big fella, Natoli, they needed the play there, and the big guy stepped up and got a piece of the shirt of Lanford and dropped him down for a loss on the play.
A good piece of defense right there by Chris Natoli. There was a man on him blocking him, but he was able to get that big paw free, grab Lanford and drag him down. Loss on the play.
Natoli missed half of last year with an ankle injury, but they needed him today, and watch the play here.
You see Lanford, his man has him blocked and right around the outside. That's just a great athletic play.
3rd and goal from the 10. In motion is Mike Sell. Lanford drops, looking into the end zone, still looking on the run. Breaks away, still running, now goes the other way. He's got some room. Lanford heading to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Manasquan! Jax Lanford with a phenomenal play. Scrambling all the way, no flags on the play. Jax Lanford did it all right there. One of the plays of the year, and Lanford gives Manasquan the lead back. They lead at 26-25 with 1:44 to play.
That was a 10-yard touchdown run, Bob, but he must have run about 50 on that last play. A great piece of running by Jax Lanford. Never got discouraged at what he saw. Lanford has to stay on and kick the extra point now. But just an unbelievable athletic play by Lanford. Came all the way to the right sideline. Didn't see anything. Didn't have anybody downfield. Good coverage by Lacey. Turned and came back the other way. And to his credit and to his offensive line credit, they never thought the play was over. They got out ahead of him and gave him some good downfield blocking. He was able to get in there for the big score right in the left corner of the end zone.
And a delay of game penalty, I believe, against Manasquan, as Manasquan was setting up for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes when you're going for 2, teams will take that. They like a little more room in which to operate. And normally, if that's the case, you can expect them to be throwing the ball. So they may have taken the penalty. Let's take a look at the touchdown right here.
Here you see Lanford barking out the signals. He will roll to his right side, get some pressure from Wayner there, number 88. Then doesn't like what he sees, says, hey, I'm going to come back this way. There you see Burns, number 72, getting out in front. Good block downfield by number 70, who's Ian Kelly.
And here's a 2-point conversion attempt. And the pass is complete, but short of the end zone. So, 1. And a squib kick. They don't want Elias to get it. And it's fielded right there by number, who was that? Number 52 it was for Lacey, and that was Justin Holland, and Holland didn't really hold on to the ball that strongly. He took a step forward as if to run it. He was hit, and a dangerous play there. Those big guys are supposed to just grab it and fall down. Forget doing your Gale Sayers impressions at that point. But Lacey has the ball with 1:41 to play, trailing it 26-25. And the cry of defense, defense from the Manasquan faithful. Let's see what Toner and Lacey can do. Toner drops back, looks to the outside, under pressure. And the pass incomplete as they threw it back to Elias. Toner drops back, steps up in the pocket, fires the pass complete to Marquise. That's enough for a first down. And Marquise gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:27 to play. 10. Ball sitting on the Lacey 48-yard line. Toner, the timing pattern, but too long intended for Marquise. Toner fakes, drops, sets up the screen pass, and the pass complete to Elias, and Elias gets across the 50-yard line into Manasquan territory, and they pick up about 5 on the play. Manger wide to the left. Berrios and Elias in the eye. The pitch to Elias, and they give it to the money man. He's looking for some room. Bulls his way across, but short of the first down. The clock continues to run. He did not make the first down. It's going to bring up a fourth down situation. 6-25. 1 minute to play. Toner, the quarterback, pitches back to Elias. Elias fights his way across, out of bounds to stop the clock, and it looks like he has enough for the first down.
He made the first down by at least a yard, maybe two, and did even a better job of making sure that to get out of bounds. He knew exactly what he had to do, where he needed to go for the first down, and then once you get that play, if there's nothing ahead of you, step out of bounds.
There's Toner. He drops back, fakes to Elias, throws long, deep to the corner, intended for Marquis. A little contact there, but no flags, and the pass falls incomplete. Good coverage, incidental contact on that.
A good no call there by the official. You have to be able to let both players make a play on the ball. Mike Sell was right there. Those two guys, Mike Sell and Marquis for Lacey, they've been going at each other on both sides of the ball. And get a last look at that there. You see the ball hanging up in the air. Some contact right there, but Mike Sell trying to make a play for it.
47 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10. Bill Morrow is the field goal kicker. And he was over on the sideline, just stretching out. Here's Toner, he drops back. Again, they throw toward the sideline. And the pass complete to Lacey, staying in bounds, fumbled away. Who has it? Manasquan recovers. The pass was complete, and then it was a fumble, and Manasquan recovers. Brian Fisher had the reception, elected not to go out of bounds. He was stuck hard and fumbled the football away.
Bob, you hate to criticize a player who's just 16 or 17 years old, but what a mistake that Brian Fisher made, and he is in some pain right now. And I'm sure it's even amplified by the fact that he knows he just probably fumbled the game away for Lacey. He made a great reception, a good first move to get by that first man. Toner, a nice reception by Fisher under some pressure. And right here, just get out of bounds. Get yourself out of bounds, turns back upfield, and there's the hit right there. Looked like number 23, Murphy, caused the stick, and Manasquan there to make the recovery.
Fumbled away, and Manasquan now with 34 seconds left can just run it out here. Lacey has no more timeouts. And Lamfried will take a knee, and that should just about do it. A great, great football game. It looks like Manasquan will win it 26-25. Last year, Manasquan won it 17-14 with a last-second touchdown. And the touchdown this year, it was Lamfried with an unbelievable broken play. He scrambled 10 yards to get into the end zone, and they love it in Manasquan. They're kicking up their heels, the Big Blue Warriors, and that does it. The final score, 26-25, Manasquan over Lacey. And as we said earlier, it doesn't get any better than this, and indeed it doesn't.
Just an outstanding high school football team, a game between two great teams. Take nothing away from Lacey for the way that they played today, but Manasquan just came up with big plays when they needed to. Jax Lamfried with that last final touchdown run, a 10-yard scamper, went from sideline to sideline, and then Tim Murphy with just a textbook tackle, able to knock the ball away from Brian Fisher.
And there's Vic Caboo right there. Joe Zadalis of the Asbury Park Press right next to him, but just a great victory for Manasquan. Lacey came out and really seized the momentum early on, and then it was Manasquan that came back. A couple of huge plays. Maloney with the big interception for Lacey. And then Lacey punched it in. They took the lead, and Manasquan came right back. And then the last play of the game for Lou Versillo. He'll be thinking about that one for a long time. The completion to Fisher. Fisher elected not to get out of bounds. Got hit hard with the tackle. Fumbled the football. Manasquan recovered it. And the Big Blue Warriors of Manasquan can sprint happily to their locker room knowing that they've come away with a dramatic 1-point victory over a game-tough, talented Lacey Lion football team.
Now Manasquan should be very proud of the way they did play today. They were down 13-0 and 19-6 in the first half. They battled their way all the way back. That last play by Lanford gave them the lead. And it was a lead that they just would not let up, but just a great team between two teams in this B South Conference. And Lacey, a very talented football team. I'm sure they'll be heard from later on in this season.
No question about it. And of course, Manasquan improves their record to 3-0, and they're in the driver's seat now in their conference situation in terms of trying to win that championship, but they still have to take on a strong Central team and a number of other conference games to go. Lacey in a little bit of trouble right now. They go to 2-2 when it comes time to think about state qualifiers and so forth, but this is just a strong Lacey team that put up a dramatic fight and kind of a game that you go home, you look at the films, and there'll be 1,000 little things that the coaching staffs will see to say if we had done just this one thing differently, we could have pulled it out. But it's the kind of thing where the coach will sit the players down and just say, there's nothing we can say, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You played your hearts out, and today Manasquan came up 1 point better on the scoreboard. Who knows what will happen the next time, but you can see why this has turned into one of the best rivalries at the Shore.
Yeah, and it's one that really hasn't developed until the last couple of years when Manasquan moved up to B South. People thought maybe they wouldn't fare as well as they did playing in the Class C, but Coach Kaboo has always had his kids ready to play. They got a great program, as does Lacey. Two of the best teams in the Shore Conference doing battle today, but as you said, Bob, Manasquan today just 1 point better.
Once again, it was Jax Lamprey with a 10-yard broken play touchdown. As Matt said, he actually ran about 50 yards on the play. He scrambled right, he scrambled left, and managed to get into the end zone, and that gave Manasquan the final edge of victory. They win it by 1 point over the Lacey Lions. The final score from Warrior Field in Manasquan. Manasquan 26 and Lacey 25. For Matt Harmon, I'm Bob Lampin, and for the entire TV 34 sports crew, hope you enjoyed this one, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.